Hello, this is Paul, and this tutorial is a third part of rhythm, triplets, pickups, and transposition. The first part of this tutorial is on eighth note triplets. Eighth note triplets are 3 notes that equal 2 eighth notes or 1 quarter note. The triplets are beamed together and have a small 3 on the top or bottom, depending if the stems are pointing up or down. They are counted 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a. This is a bar of triplets, then eighth notes, so you can clearly hear the difference. 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We can continue with triplets and eighth notes, changing every 2 beats. 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and 4 and. 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and 4 and. This example changes every beat. 1 and a, 2 and 3 and a, 4 and. 1 and a, 2 and 3 and a, 4 and. The next part of this tutorial is on pickups. They can also be called upbeats or anacrusis. If you notice, this piece of music has the opening measure consisting of only 1 beat and is missing 3 beats. This is a pickup. They are very common and are used in all styles of music. Here is an example in classical. This is Chopin's Etude in E. The pickup is the 8th note on the and of beat 4. This is an example of a jazz standard. George Gershwin's Our Love Is Here to Stay. The pickup are the first 3 quarter notes of the song, so we will start on beat 2.
It's very clear.
We will use the Beatles' Penny Lane for another example in rock music. This one has an 8th note triplet starting the song.
Penny Lane, there is a barber showing photographs.
In classical music, the missing beats are usually found at the end of the piece. This is Beethoven's Piano Sonata No. 1 in F minor. The quarter note pickup at the beginning of the song added to the 3 beats at the end make up for 4 beats total. Our next part of this tutorial is on transposition. Transposition means to move a pitch, melody, or whole song to a different position or key. This is middle C, and if we transpose it up an octave, it becomes this C. This is middle C in the bass clef. We can transpose it down an octave to this C. Our first example is the Bangles or Prince's Manic Monday. This is the phrase transposed up an octave. We will now use the bass clef and transpose it down an octave. This is a bass line to Freddie Mercury and David Bowie's Under Pressure. Here's the same bass line transposed down an octave. We can also switch from treble to bass clef or bass clef to treble clef. Billy Joel's Piano Man is a good example. The first verse can be written in the bass clef. The next verse is sung an octave higher, so we can transpose that to the treble clef. Let's switch from treble to bass clef. We will use Soundgarden's Black Hole Sun for this example. This is the melody in the treble clef. This is the melody transposed down an octave in the bass clef. Our last type of transposition doesn't actually move the pitches at all, but the clefs change. These pitches are the same, but we can use another clef. This is Stevie Wonder's You Are the Sunshine of My Life. We are using both bass and treble clef for the same pitches. Thanks for watching. Go to palmui.com for a workbook and examples of this tutorial.